to our W news. So, tell us about Matt Riddle again. I'll just put this on the Matt Riddle part. I'll edit everything out to the Keith Lee part. So, what happened with Matt Riddle?
Are we talking about the one thing I was telling you about?
Yeah, just let's redo it again. Just retell it again. I'll edit that out.
Oh, he apparently posted on Twitter about his sexual accusation, or this whole movement. I think that's what started it, was with him.
Damn, that sucks.
And so that made a bunch of other people want to speak out now. And not earlier when he wasn't famous.
Anyone who posts videos out here calling bullshit about us, you guys can go to know your road, jabroni, and don't put the video on there and shut your mouth.
Anyways, he's saying he did have an affair, which I don't know how that's sexual accusation or sexual assault.
Yeah.
But the girl that accused him was harassing him and stalking him, is what he's saying. So
okay. Anything new on Matt Riddle at the moment?
That's all I know.
All right. Well, some news. AJ Styles addresses a move to SmackDown in his latest Mixer stream. You ever watch AJ Styles in his Mixer stream? How about you, Big Dog? You watch him in his Mixer stream? And thanks for being a supporter of this channel as well, Big Dog. Shout out to Big Dog, one of my official outlaws, as well as Trevcore Gaming, aka Through the Table, one of my official outlaws, as well as my co-host for this show.
AK Through the Table? That's an old podcast that never started.
Do you want to change it? Trevcore Gaming for your official outlaw? Or do you want to keep it the same?
My official outlaw.
Yeah, you're still in the official outlaw.
Trevcore Gaming. That's my.
Okay, we'll change it to that.
Which?
So, WWE star and current Intercontinental Champion AJ Styles spoke about his move from Raw to SmackDown on his latest Mixer channel. Oh, by the way, they are getting rid of Mixer, if you guys don't know about that.
Yeah.
For Facebook Gaming.
Facebook Gaming.
What do you say?
Facebook Gaming. I'm sorry to. Yeah. I'm gonna start streaming on both contents.
Make a shitload of money. You're gonna be rich and famous. The Phenomenal One clarifies that he was not bullied into moving it from the brand to brand, despite earlier reports even calls him the dumbest thing he's ever heard. Yeah. There were some rumors going around that AJ Styles left Raw to go to SmackDown because he was being bullied. That may be the dumbest thing I've ever heard, he said. I'm a grown man. If there was some bullying going on that upset me enough to leave Raw and go to SmackDown, I would handle it. Basically, AJ Styles, I'm not making fun of him. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. He's a believer in the flat Earth. Do you believe in the flat Earth theory thing? I don't think it exists. I think the Earth's round for real.
Well, I have people that do believe that.
But the only way I'm going to find out if I go in space and find out what the true story is. How about you, Big Dog? Are you a flat Earth believer, or or you think it's round like I do? People always make fun and say, "Mike, you're wrong. It's flat." People always attack me.
But that's your opinion. That's like
Clown Cabal. I know you're going to post this off about the flat Earth theory, so go ahead and post it. I don't care. Just don't have Trev in the video, okay? Or he'll copyright strike the living shit out of your channel, right, Trev?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you are not supposed to have someone's name without their permission.
And who cares if we have different opinions?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have different opinions.
You're just trying to make your channel on our dime. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Okay, so Styles later addressed the rumor that he was mad with former Raw executive director Paul Heyman, which is no longer the executive director of Raw anymore. It's Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Is that who it is?
Yeah.
For not fighting to keep Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, who were released back in April due to COVID-19 cutbacks. He claims that also to be untrue, but does mention how he and his OC brothers were aware of Heyman's past history as a liar. When it came to, well, the trolls like to call me a liar as well, too. When it came to the rumor about Paul Heyman and me being upset with him because he didn't take up for Gallows and Anderson before they got released, that's not what it was all at all. Not even close. I'll give you a snippet of what me, Gallows, and Anderson already knew. He's a liar. Now you know. I'm sure you've heard that before. If you go back to his ECW days, you'll hear that he's a bold-faced liar. That's my take on that. That's all what AJ Styles said. Oh, boy. Oh, someone got injured. Sorry about it. It's NXT news. We don't need that.
Yeah.
All right. Now, since he's lost, what show do you think he'll go to now? Because I'm hearing rumors that Adam Cole, baby! He may go to possibly either SmackDown or Raw. I don't know which show. It's just a rumor, so take it a grain of salt, okay? Who's ever watching this? What title do you think Adam Cole would win if he went to Raw or SmackDown? Do you think he'll be Universal Champion or WWE Champion or no?
I think he'll be champion. Probably.
He's a good wrestler.
It could be either champion.
And sad news, actually, ladies and gentlemen, that
your audio cut off.
Okay, let me know when you hear me again. Do you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, so sad news. Well, no, it's just news. And news. Lana's mom has the COVID-19. That sucks. And sad news as well. Stephanie McMahon revealed via Twitter that her maternal grandmother, Linda McMahon's mother, passed away last week at the age of 93. Last week, my 93-year-old grandmother passed peacefully, surrounded by people who love her. One of the last things she said to me was, "Let there be love. Love is what heals us all." To anyone who is hurting or struggling, I send my love to you. R.I.P. Mima. Thank you for everything. Yeah, I already shared with the Lana thing. Oh, so CJ Perry makes watch out, man. People make videos of that. But all CJ Perry said that my mom tested positive for the Coven. She is in the ICU right now. She is.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
I hope your mom's strong. She's strong, CJ Perry. She will survive. She's strong. Crush the COVID-19. I'll say that. That might make Lana happy for me saying that. Oh, that sucks. Another sad news. Okay, but let's find something that's good. Come on, good news, happy news.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Okay, no more.
What's up?
Yeah. Nothing.
Oh, I thought you said you had some more news.
No. I was agreeing with you. Happy more news. Not talk about no sexual assaults anymore.
Yeah. All right, this will probably be the last part of our segment. Okay, so Big Show talks about working with Undertaker and finally gaining his respect. I'll probably just end it this, unless you have something after this.
Yeah.
The Big Show. So you end it with the Big Show. Well, it's the
Big Show.
And tell everybody about the show. Big Dog, maybe you want to see it. What show does he have on Netflix?
The Big Show. The Big Show. It's pretty good for a kids show.
The Big Show spoke to TalkSport.com about the Undertaker, their alliance, and how he had to fight to get his respect and the moment he finally made it in Taker's eyes. Here are the highlights. Fighting to gain Undertaker's respect, I had to fight really hard to earn Undertaker's respect. Because one, I got to, quote, and end quote, sit under the learning tree. I didn't get free passes. I didn't get exceptions. I didn't get, it's okay, don't worry about it. My ass got chewed out every single night. And the only thing I could try to do was not make the same mistake twice. he held me at a different level to the way I conducted myself out of the ring. The way I conducted myself in the locker room, he was just really instrumental in my career in shaping me into the talent and mentor I am now. I find myself transferring a lot of the lessons I learned to the talent now. Just common experience things that help them on their way. The moment he gained Taker's respect, I remember working with the Taker in France in the Colosseum that was built in 300 AD by the Romans. They had used it for gladiator games. It was hospice during the plague. They used it as a fortress to defend themselves. This arena had so much history. I wrestled Taker that night, and we probably went close to 40 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. Mike Chioda was the referee, and he's a guy who also got fired from WWE. Well, laid off. Nearly had a heart attack that last night because Taker and I wouldn't tell him the finish. Getting dressed in the locker room, and Chioda comes up and okay, what's the finish? And Taker goes, I don't know. Show what's the finish. And I said, I don't know, boss. You're in the charge. Whatever you say. Taker said, well, Mike, we'll see. Just see what happens out there. And Chioda's face with just a picture. You know, the ref kind of needs to know the finish, laughs, but it was one of those things where if someone taps out, that's the match. If someone's shoulders gets pinned, that's the match, and that's as much planning as Taker and I put it into going into that match that night. The way the acoustics were made in the stadium, even though it was outdoor with no roof on it, when they chanted Undertaker, it almost like when you're in the ocean, you feel the waves push up against you. You could feel that in the ring from that energy, and it was just one of those magical moments for me in my career that I'll never, ever forget. At the end of the night, after the match, when everything was done, I think I ended up tapping out to the Hell's Gate after choke slams and all kinds of crazy stuff that we did that night. We toasted, and he said, good job, kid. You made it. And that was, for me, my crowning moment. I made journeyman that night. I was no longer an apprentice. I became a journeyman. Anything else? And that's pretty much it for the big show, what he said. Well, guys, thank you for the wrestling news. I am your host, Mike, and Trevcore Gaming, and we'll get you more wrestling stuff next week, as well as wrestling pay-per-view predictions. And all I can say, it's all about the wrestling, brother. Ooh, yeah, dig it. Step it with Slim Jim.